Screen looks weird. What's happening? I got no idea if that's right or not, guys. Somebody talk to me quickly. Oh, now it says orientation is locked. It waited until, what, 4 or 5 seconds later and then told me it was wrong? Bastard thing. YouTube, get your shit together. It says here that I'm 38 seconds in. And now you tell me the orientation is locked. Does that mean I spend the whole stream with a dark overlay over the screen? Thank you. Tell me, guys, somebody please tell me in chat. Does that look okay to you? Am I the right way around for you? I've got no idea. Oh, the travails, not travels, travails of being a YouTuber with just a phone. Trying to do this shit on mobile is not good. Okay, folks. Assuming everything is okay, your end. Big assumption, I know. Assuming everything is okay. This is episode 44 of TrampCast. This is broadcast Sunday, September the 8th, 2024. I am Delta Mike, and the channel is Down and Out in Torrevieja. Tramp, hobo, down and out. Indigent person, person of no fixed abode. A bum, someone who sleeps rough, someone who sleeps on the streets. Or in my case, in a fucking field. I know. Every time I swear I lose 2 subscribers. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not here to be all fucking pretty with you, okay? That's not how this works. I'm not here to be all pretty and all nice. Okay. If you haven't already, can you give me a thumbs up? Can somebody let me know whether they're seeing things the right way around or not? I have a sneaking suspicion that you're not. There's just something weird about the way it's showing things on screen at the minute. And it's different to the way it's been weird the last couple of weeks, or the last 4 or 5 weeks. This screen orientation shit is just ridiculous. I need a laptop. I need an actual computer. Maybe that's what we should set as a next target. Although I have I actually have bigger worries than that. If it was coming to me, if we were talking about hundreds of euros. Oh, look at this. Okay, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. You see, when your parasol can only stick into the ground half a centimetre. Oh, yeah. Tina's okay. Tina's okay. Daddy's okay. We're all okay. No? I'll show you my lady. Let's see if we can't... Oh, look at that. I'm getting messages from El País. Can you see my girl? You see, I've only got half the screen working. I've only got one half of the screen working. Tina! This way. Hey babe. This whole thing could be a total fucking disaster if nobody tells me otherwise. I don't know, guys. Is there anybody there to even tell me? I'm not even sure. We're 5.5 minutes in, and I've got this orientation is locked message from after I started the stream. Thank you, Google stroke YouTube. This is episode 44 of TrampCast. Now, I got an announcement to make. Tuesday, 2 days from now, will be the anniversary of my first ever live stream. And so to mark the occasion, I'm going to do a TrampCast special. An unnumbered, an out of sequence, just a special TrampCast. Haven't quite set a time yet, but probably a little bit later than normal. Probably not at the normal 5 o'clock time. 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock, something like that. And I'm going to make it about my girl, about my Tina girl, who you can see hopefully over there. Even though only half the screen is working, I don't understand. This whole thing could be a total abortion, I don't know, guys. What I'm seeing and what you're seeing might not be the same thing, but what I'm going to do on Tuesday, I'm going to answer all your Tina related questions. How old is Tina? How long have I had Tina? When did I get Tina and where did I get Tina? How did Tina come into my life? Hey babe, Daddy's going to talk to the world about when and where he got his Tina girl. Tina girl. Yeah. Here we go, look. Look at that. I'm going to tell the world all about my Tina girl. Come on, come here. Stop scratching. Tina? Hey. No scratching. Come here. Yeah. Come here. See if I can turn the camera back around. Is it back on me? I can see me on the left half of my screen. I don't know what you're seeing. Tina, stop. Be a good girl. She's trying to be a good girl. Okay, folks. Department of Health and Total Obscurity. What up, Mike and chat? Stitch, how you doing, pal? Tell me, am I the right way around? I've got something weird happening on screen here. I'm only seeing the left half of my screen in use, and I've got this silly orientation is locked, rotate device back message again, which didn't appear until after I started broadcasting. Please tell me if I'm the right way around on your screen. Am I in a landscape format and does it look proper? Because it's not good here. I'm thinking of ditching this and doing a new stream maybe. Let me know, amigo. Is everything okay, appearance-wise at least, on the screen? Oh, hey folks. So this week, we've lost about 7 subscribers since this time last week. I don't know who, how, what, when, where, why. I don't claim to understand you guys. We had a sudden influx a couple of weeks ago, and now we're getting a gradual wipe out, a gradual reduction. A lot of people joined who haven't stuck around, is my guess. I guess I'm not for everybody. It's a little bit difficult. Okay. Shall we begin? Okay. So as I said, on Tuesday, I'm going to do a TrampCast special to mark the first anniversary of my the first anniversary of my first live stream. Now, my first live stream is important to me for a couple of reasons, but I have to say, reason number one is when I met Karen. Her husband was subscriber number 34 or thereabouts, I think, and he told her, hey, this guy's doing a live stream, have a watch, and she did. And there I was with this long beard and this big scraggly hair, and I was a bit of a mess. And she said, hey, I can come and cut your hair. And she did. And it was the beginning of a fantastic friendship. She's been there for me ever since. I can't begin to tell you everything that she's been involved with. I probably can't even recall them all. But obviously the initial haircut and beard trim. But when my tent was falling apart, she didn't just offer to put money into the pot to get me a new tent. She didn't really give me a choice. She literally bought me the new tent, and then I had to argue with her and pay half towards the new tent. But she'd already bought it. I was like arguing after the event, more or less. It's not quite. She messaged me from inside the shop and said, you want this one or that one? And it was like a fait accompli. It was like a done deal. One of these two tents was going to be bought, and she wanted my input on A or B. And I had to argue then to put in my to force her to accept my half of the tent's cost. But she'd already decided that we were buying this or that. Thank you, Karen, and family. Now, guys, some people ask me why I always say and family and I don't name them. That's their request. If you know a couple and somebody starts naming both halves of the couple, they become noticeable, they become obvious to people. People identify them. So they've asked me to just say Karen and, Karen and husband, Karen and family. But thank you, Karen. It's a year ago, or it will be a year ago on Tuesday, and you've been such a big part of my life ever since. The purchase of the tent, the solar panel, the EcoFlow, the cable that I needed. Here's one, guys, here's one. The EcoFlow and the solar panel had a non-standard connector between them, which I didn't. So I'm using your money. I'm using the balance of money. So you send me money. 3 of you send me money towards a tent, and because Karen and family put so much in, I didn't need all that money to buy the tent. So that helped me get the EcoFlow and the solar panel. But then I didn't realize when I bought them that they weren't going to connect together properly. I needed a separate cable. Wow. Karen and family. Karen's hubby went back to the UK and picked up a cable for me, and then when he came back out a week later, brought it out for me. I didn't even know, you know, I didn't even know that I needed the cable. I would have still been sat here with these things not working. I would have been sat here probably to this day with shit just not working. Yeah. Cheers, pal. I know you don't get enough of a mention because it's all Karen this, Karen that, Karen the other. But yeah, you two have been such a huge part of my life this past 12 months. My what would you call it? My climbing up from the gutter. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I'm so grateful to you both. So grateful. It's a big deal to me that there's so much could change within 12 months, and you're behind so much of it. So thank you. Not just the pair of you, but the rest of you, the whole family. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what we're going to, on Tuesday, we're going to do a Tina special. I'm going to answer all those questions. How long have I had Tina? How did I get Tina? What's happened with Tina? As many of you know, if you've been watching recently, there's a deterioration with Tina at the minute with her hind legs, with her back legs. And I think it's serious. I think Tina is probably on her way out. Tina girl. Tina girl. Hey, can we stop? I think Tina's on her way out. I think it's a degenerative disease to do with nerve damage. And I could tell you the reasons why I think that. I haven't been to a vet because I can't afford a vet. Look at my situation. I don't do vets. There are no free vets here. I'm going to contact the vet that was my vet and see whether they'd be willing to look at her for free. But Tina snapped at the lady the last time we were there a couple of years ago. I don't suspect that the vet's going to be inclined to see Tina for free. But let me give you an example of what's wrong. So I told you, when Tina's walking along, her back legs just like collapse, and the right leg or the left leg might collapse, and her back end will fall the opposite way. If the left leg collapses, then her ass and her whole back end will go back, and she'll knock whatever she's walking past. Yeah. But here's the thing. It used to be that, like, if you want to, most dogs have got like a tickle spot underneath. There's one spot. If you can just get the right spot underneath and tickle, the back legs will go and they'll weaken and the back leg will, will wave around. You just got to find that one tickle spot. And that's how Tina used to be. Now, her entire underside is one big tickle spot. You can grab her anywhere from her neck, down her chest, to her belly, to her back end, to her bum. You can just tickle anywhere and the back leg will go. That says to me that the shielding on the nerves, the layer that coats the nerves, that insulates them, the insulation on the nerves is gone. That's like a multiple sclerosis kind of thing. It's a degenerative nerve thing where the shielding on the nerves is gone and that the signals all get confused from one to the other. That's not a good sign. I mean, it's fun to watch. It means I have no problem giving her a tummy tickle anymore. But it's not how it should be. That's not how my girl should be. Hey babe, come here. Just come here now for a cuddle. Come on. Yeah. Let's see whether I can... Here's my teammate. Hey babe. Yeah. That's my girl. Okay, folks. Jack Attack says that I am landscape but sent out portrait. Are you saying that I'm sideways on? Is the picture wrong? If I turn the camera this way... Yeah, I've been asking since the start whether I was right or not. Yeah, that's... I got no... The YouTube app. I don't know what to do, mate. I don't know what to do. The YouTube app has just been bollocks for over a month now. Every time I start a stream, it either won't... Last week it warned me 2 seconds early, and I managed to set the setting and correct things. This week, no warning, and we got here. I don't know what you mean by still set portrait. Am I the wrong way? Which is the right way? Am I wrong now? Should I do that? Because now I've only got half the screen showing me anything. I don't know what you want me to do. Or what YouTube want me to do. Now I'm sideways. Fucking app is a disaster zone. I can't be the only one. I know most people will initiate. Most people will initiate these things in a from a computer, from a PC, a laptop or a desktop. But I've only got the phone. It's all I've got. And every time I've done it, it's just been a... Am I the right way up now, or am I the wrong way up? Just change your phone. Yeah. You want me to leave it this way? YouTube, get your fucking ass in gear. I don't know what to do for the best. Now I'm the right way up. So I've only been wrong for 25 minutes, 24 minutes. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers, guys. No wonder I'm losing subscribers. Okay. This is episode 44 of TrampCast. I am Delta Mike. The channel is Down and Out in Torrevieja. Down and Out. A tramp. A hobo. A vagrant. An indigent person. A person of no fixed abode. Some would say a bum. Someone who sleeps rough or on the streets. Or in my case, I sleep in a field. This is episode 44, therefore some facts about the number 44, and we haven't got many. Here's one I'd never heard of before. And see whether I can get the pronunciation right. Fibonacci number. If you know the Fibonacci sequence that starts with 0 and 1, and then you add the two preceding values together. 0, 1 gets you 1, 1 and 1 gets you 2, 2 and off you go, 2 and off you go. Okay? Well, Fibonacci is the same idea, but with 3 digits. So you start the same, but you go with 3 numbers, adding up the 3 numbers. I'd literally never heard of this until this morning. But I'm going to go with Tribonacci as opposed to Fibonacci. It might be Tribonacci. Pronunciation, I'm not an expert on. Anyway, also, obviously, because it's the same 2 digits, 4 and 4, it's a palindromic number. It can be read the same forwards as backwards. Julius Caesar was assassinated in the Roman Senate in 44 BC. BC? I thought it was AD, but okay, no. In America, the 44th president was Barack Obama. I'm not going to mention Big Mike. We're not going to do that. Have you heard this conspiracy? That Michelle Obama might actually be a man. Barack Obama is probably gay, according to quite a few, quite a few posts and things. But there's a suspicion when you look at Michelle Obama, she's bigger than him and wider than him, and the whole Big Mike meme. I don't know. Okay, every week, almost, we have an international direct dialing code. The number 44 will get you the United Kingdom. My home, originally. Okay, in bingo, droopy drawers on all fours. 44. It's a bingo call. I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever heard that. Maybe not. I don't know. I did listen. I mean, we used to go on holiday caravan sites, and there were bingo halls, and we would lay for hours next to the swimming pool, in between the swimming pool and the bingo hall, and we'd hear all the like the clickety duck and we'd hear all the bingo calls. I thought I knew them all, but I'm not sure that droopy drawers on all fours was. I'm not sure that was one that I knew. I don't know. Okay, folks. Every week there's a science, a periodic table. The number 44 is the atomic number for ruthenium, with the symbol Ru. Whoa. Literally, never heard of it until this morning. It's funny, isn't it? I was quite studious at school. I would have looked at the periodic table and tried to memorize it, but as we do this each week, as we do this, and each week there's like a 50% chance that I've literally never heard of the fucking, never heard of it, never heard of this week's Ruthenium. Never heard of it. Tina girl. Hey. Hey. Tina girl. Can we stop? Stop. She'll scratch her ear off if I don't stop her. But yeah, Ruthenium. I've never heard of it. Now, it's a particularly unreactive or alongside platinum. Used in a lot of in electrical circles for electrical contacts. I guess because it's conductive but non-reactive. And also used a lot in fountain pen nibs. You know, the ones that are labelled platinum but probably aren't really, because that shit's expensive. So yeah, those were your numbers for this week. For the number 44. This is TrampCast 44. Sunday, September the 8th, 2024. Next we have the thank you section. Now, in terms of thank yous this week, we start with my friend Tom, who's been around a lot the last maybe month or so, but no more. Tom's gone home. But before he went home, he stopped around and he brought me like the remnants of his cupboard. He put what he had left into a carrier bag and brought it around. So he brought me some food, but that's not all. Tom, thank you, sir. I'm not going to say how much, but it was a fantastic. Tom brought me a financial donation, and Tom, wow, Lee Johnson. Thank you, Lee. That's incredible. I think, sir, that's my first super chat. Thank you. I'm gonna see. Yeah, there we go. I give you a love heart. You're my first ever super chat. I've had a super thanks, but you're my first super chat. Guys, wow, incredible. I've got no idea whether I can ever get that out of Google, but that's a battle for me on another day. But thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. So just saying about Tom. Tom came around and dropped a big note with me. I'm not going to say the exact amount, but it's pretty much the biggest note I've been given by anybody ever. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tom, and thank you, Lee. Fantastic. What else? So that was Tom this week. Oh, we also had Uncle Ismo, Tina. No, he's not here. If I say Ismo, Tina starts looking around for him. He's not here now. He came around earlier in the week, and he brought me. He was in not Mercadona. He was in Lidl. Ismo was in Lidl, and he messaged me and we got talking, and I mentioned that I'd not had any Argus, Lidl's beer. So Steinberg is the beer that they have in Mercadona. Steinberg in Mercadona, but in Lidl they have a beer that's called Argus, like Argos, but with a U. And I mentioned that I hadn't had any for years, not since there was one night when me, Ismo, and my pal Christian, we sent Christian shopping, and he came back with about, I don't know, about 400 cans of Argus in a carrier bag, just like all loose, just yeah. I think that was the last time I had Argus. And I mentioned that to Ismo the other day, and then he came around half an hour later and dropped off he dropped off the beer. Cheers, Ismo. Thank you, pal. But he also, as well as dropping off the beer, he took away 8 or 9 of my empty water bottles to go and fill and bring back in a day or two. He hasn't brought them back yet, but when he's next over this way, he's going to bring me back a load of water. Just fill those bottles for me. Thank you, Ismo. Cheers, mate. But all I have to do is say Ismo, and Tina just perks up. She loves her Uncle Ismo. Loves her Uncle Ismo. Also this week, I think this was just yesterday, Adela. She hasn't been past for a couple of weeks. It's been a few weeks, but Adela came past yesterday with a burger and a carton of fruit juice and a couple of bits of fruit, a nectarine and a banana, I think, if I remember right. She hasn't been past in a few weeks, but she came by yesterday. She's obviously, if you remember the story, guys, this lady's got a lot on. Her mum has Alzheimer's. Tina, no. This lady has a... Hey! No. Tina, go. No. Adela has a lot on. Her mum has Alzheimer's, and so obviously there's a lot there to deal with, a lot to cope with, a lot of... I don't know if you've ever watched anything about Alzheimer's, but it's a changing, evolving situation. Tina, stop. Tina! I said stop! Stop it. Sorry, folks. You're getting me shouting at you. Big Clive that I watch on Saturday nights, Big Clive the electrician or electrical engineer, he went through something similar a few years ago, and he did a fantastic video after his mum passed. He kind of documented the stages, the development of the condition and how things deteriorate over time, and how people aren't necessarily as kind and considerate as you think they'll be. He tells a story of how him and his brother took his mum on holiday, and I think they were in, I'm not sure if they went to Las Vegas and also to Australia to give his mum a send-off. But he's at one of these places and his mum needs a toilet, and they're outside a casino, and they're asking, can you let us in, you know, my mum, I need to take my mum to the toilet. And they wouldn't let them, because they weren't a paying customer. They wouldn't let them, and left them like struggling outside. People are not always as thoughtful and considerate as you want them to be in these situations. So Adela, I'm not trying to speak for Adela. I don't know the specifics. I don't know the... Tina girl, you're throwing dust in my face. Stop it. Love her to bits, but it doesn't mean she gets a pass on everything. Yeah, so anyway, Adela came by yesterday and brought me a lovely burger and a carton of juice and some fruit. And then this morning I got up, and Jodie M, who's in, oh gosh, she's either in Australia or New Zealand, I'm not sure. I might be get confused because of her surname. I'm not sure. It might be. I might be just misremembering, or I might be being put off by her actual surname. But Jodie M, thank you. I'm in the middle of something. I can't be taking a phone call. Tina, it's okay. It's okay. I think that was. Might have been Tom. I think that was something in Ireland. Tina, come on. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, weather-wise, yeah, it looks better there here than in Manchester. Yeah, yeah, I would imagine so. I shall buy the dog some food, Lee. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm lucky to be homeless. If you're going to be homeless, you can't really do better than Spain, can you? I mean, it's even in the depths of midwinter, it's all nice and survivable. The worst I've had to put up with was 4 degrees. When was that? About 18 months ago? Maybe 21 months ago. Somewhere around February. Not the year just gone, but the one before. They opened up some kind of emergency centre in the middle of town for homeless people because they didn't think anyone could survive 4 degrees. I boiled some water, put it inside plastic bottles. You know, basically 2 hot water bottles, and put them inside a cushion cover with a zip. Two bottles, each with 2 litres of boiling water inside a cushion cover, and I put a flask in there with hot coffee as well. So it kept whenever I wanted to drink a coffee at any point in the night, if it got too cold, I was sorted. I'll be honest, it was February, it was 4 degrees, and I spent most of the night being too fucking hot. I mean, literally too hot. Yeah, I was too hot. But they opened this centre. I never found out where this place was, but they opened this emergency centre for homeless people to go to in the centre of town because they figured nobody could survive 4 degrees. I was too hot. I got into bed, I cuddled my dog, and I had hot water bottles and hot coffee. It's not that difficult. Now at this point, I didn't even have a tent. If you ever watch my first ever video with the tarpaulin strung over 6 broom handles, yeah, that's what I was under. I mean, I was under that until May. I think it was May when I got rid of that and got my 2 guys got me a tent. February till May. Yeah. 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 6 broom handles hammered into the ground and a tarpaulin thrown away by a builder, so with tears and rips and pinpricks and holes. And then I got some long branches, and I put some wedges, I hammered some wedges into the ground and had, so imagine hammering 2 wedges into the ground, tying 2 branches to them and then bending the branches over. And that gave me the convex roof instead of a concave roof. I had a concave roof for about 5 days, but then I got these longer branches and hammered them into the ground at each end and bent over to create a a convex ceiling. Yeah, I did that. I adapt, I overcome. I literally read, I got the idea from it was an architectural textbook about Native American, well, architecture. Yeah, I dug this book out of a skip. It used to be, in Torrevieja here, there used to be half a dozen sites where they'd have a skip where people could throw away like their garden refuse, their garden rubbish. They've withdrawn them, they don't exist anymore. But they used to come around every couple of weeks and empty these skips. They don't have them now. There used to be one just here, that's where I got all the branches from. And then I got I got the book and some other things from like the next skip along, like 500 or 600 meters that way. But no, the nearest one used to be just here on the street corner. But they've all gone now. So yeah, we adapt, we overcome, we manage. We manage. Each week that we manage is one more week that we're not dead. Yeah, we keep trying. We keep moving on. We keep. I don't know. How would you put it? It's a struggle. Life is a struggle, despite what some would say. And each week, if I make it to the next Sunday, that's my goal. Make it to the Sunday and do this program. That's my goal each week. Tell you each week what happened this past week. And if I get to do next week on a Sunday and tell you what happened, then that's another week I survived. And that's all I ask each week. Me and my doggy to survive. Now she's on a downward spiral. And I'm ashamed to say there's nothing I can do to stop it. Something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong with her. Each week, if we get to the next one, we get to the next one, we get to the next one. But she's deteriorating rapidly. When Adela came yesterday, she couldn't believe the deterioration. The way that Tina's back legs just weren't working, the way that she was stumbling and falling over at the back. It's only been, what, 3 or 4 weeks since Adela saw her. But she was wondering what was wrong, what was happening, what was wrong. I don't know, guys, I don't know. Anyway, where was I? We were in the middle of the Thankyous. Did I mention Jodie M? I think I did. Jodie M from down under. I can't remember whether it was Australia or New Zealand. Maybe that's just kissing your name. Jodie M. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to everyone who's sent cash and everyone who's trying to help. Yeah, here's the thing, Lee, she's not actually that old. She's only 8 and a half. She should have another, I guess based on her size, she should have another 3, 4, 5 years in her. But she's deteriorating rapidly. She's deteriorating rapidly. And I'm not happy with it, but I'm not in a position to go to... It's like going to a vet is going to cost, what, 70, 80, 100 euros? Hey. No wave. They look right at me, they saw me wave and they didn't wave back. I don't know, guys, I don't know. Anyway, okay, guys. This is TrampCast episode 44, broadcast on Sunday, September the 8th, 2024. I am Delta Mike. The channel is down and out in Torrevieja. We could go through a whole load of synonyms. Down and out, tramp, hobo, blah 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 blah. Can't be bothered doing it every time. Themes for the week, as we've discussed. Gratitude. My unending gratitude to you guys for helping. Every penny that you send goes to helping me and Tina just get by. Just get by. We aim for nothing more each week. We're not trying to get rich. We're not trying to become multi-millionaires. We're not, you know, we're not trying to eke out anything more than just an existence. We just want to get by. So gratitude. Thank you. It's just, for us, it's just survival. Tina, it's okay, babe. Tina's okay. Daddy's okay. Hola, buenos dias. Hey. Tina, go. Come on. Sit down. Lay down. We're just trying to get by, folks. We're not trying to make it rich. We're not trying to become the next biggest, you know, we're not trying to become the next superstar on YouTube or wherever. We're just trying to survive from this week to next. Hey. Okay. Gratitude, thank you, survival. Get through the heat. Here's a thing that we have to do each day. When the sun comes up, 8 o'clock, somewhere between 8 and 9, depending on whether there's low cloud or not, then the tent gets hot. And then we go just try and survive. And this is where the fan that we found a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, a month and a half, the cylindrical fan that spins and shoots out the cool air. It's literally been a lifesaver. Literally been a lifesaver. But survival heat, and as I said, the thank you, the friendship and the thank yous, the gratitude. I got no more words for it. I'll give you an example. The last couple of days, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, a guy called Patrick from Hungary brought me 6 1.5 litre water bottles. Well, Patrick's been camped on the top of the cliffs the last couple of nights, the last couple of days. I think he's homeless, but he won't admit it to me. I think he's homeless but got money. So he's in his car. And I said to him this morning, if you need something, I said, I've been here a while, I've built up, I've got a few resources, I've got electricity, I've got a cool box, I've got pillows and blankets and quilts, and you know, so I said to him, you know, I think you're homeless, if you need something, let me know. I'm here for you. You were here for me, you brought me cold water, you brought me water a couple of weeks ago. Let me return the favour. What do you need? And I said, I think you're homeless, and he said, sort of. He kind of, you know. I don't know. I mean, you don't get to interrogate people, do you? You got to go by. You got to go by the bits and pieces, what they say, what they let you know. I suspect my friend Patrick from Hungary is homeless in some way, or to some degree. But I'm here for him. Not just to take his water. He might have money. He might have money enough to pass me water. But I've got, I don't know, what have I got? I don't know what I've got until someone asks, until someone says what they need. He could come here. He could. I've got a camp bed. Rather than try to sleep on a bed inside a car, maybe my recliner over there. Maybe let me show you. See that? There's next to my solar panel. There's a camp bed, a recliner, a sunbed. There's a Tina, probably. Hey, babe. Oh, there's me. There's me. So I'm here for him if he needs something. If he lets me know, if somebody needs something, and I know they need it. Now, if they pretend that they don't need it, if they carry on being all big and brave and don't let me know they need it. It wasn't taking my click. I didn't know what to do. Are we back? Anybody? Let me know. Post something. Anything. We're back. Okay. Cheers. See you later, Lee. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we just got disconnected and I got the offer of continue or end the stream and then my phone wouldn't take the click. And we've got this whole fucking landscape portrait shit going on as well. Join me on Tuesday. Join me on Tuesday. I'm not sure what time yet. Maybe an hour or two later than this normal. An hour or two later than normal. But because that'll be the anniversary of my first live stream. So I want to mark the occasion. We're going to mark the occasion with questions and answers about Tina girl, my Tina doggy darling. Hey babe, my Tina doggy darling. When did I get her? How long ago did I get her? How did I get her? Who did I get her from? All those, we'll cover all of that. We'll cover the whole history of me and Tina. Because I was never a dog person. I'm a cat person. I know. I know. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Daddy's a dog person, not a doggy. Daddy's a cat person, not a dog person. Or he was. Yeah. But that's before he got his Tina doggy darling. Hey babe. Okay folks, where are we? We're doing the thank yous and the that I was on the thank yous, wasn't I? I just finished the thank yous. Okay folks. We're coming up on 59 minutes. If I can waste another few minutes or another minute and a half, we could start on the hour. I don't think I can stretch it out that long. But I'm going to try. I'm just that kind of on the hour. I'm going to make a start on the week's report. I got a car coming past really, really slow. I wonder if they want to wave. No, he just wants to stare like a cunt. Maybe he needs a smack. I don't know. I'm the nicest, most friendly guy I know of. But some people, the guy drove past, stared at me, I waved right at him and he just blanked me while staring right at me. But what he did help me do was make it to the 1 hour mark. Okay folks, we are 1 hour in. Now, 1 hour in, shall we begin? We begin, as we usually do, with last Sunday, after TrampCast finished. And as has become custom the last couple of weeks, straight away, dog walk, because she needs a dog walk. And then when we got back, straight inside, because flies. There's a lot of them and they're very bitey this time of year. In fact, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got a cloud of the buggers around me right now. They're not quite too bitey just yet, but in another hour they will be. They will be. Now, I wasn't totally happy last week. I didn't enjoy last week's TrampCast. My fault, I think. But I just didn't... I'd spent 3 or 4 hours writing up the notes, and then the program just went, like in about an hour, it was just gone. I just wasn't on good form. It was me. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't enjoying it. It just, don't know, guys. Sometimes it's just not there. And last week it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. So yeah, not happy with TrampCast. Nothing much to say. I didn't even watch it back that night. Now, YouTube kept offering it to me and offering it to me and offering it to me. Like once an hour, they'd put it under my nose and say, you want to watch this, you want to watch this. And I was really aware that I was harming my own channel. The statistics that they do on the first day, they show it to people, and how they decide whether to show it to more people is whether people watch it or not. So there I was, turning down my own bloody live stream, turning down my own show, making it less likely that my show will be shown to other people or offered to other people. I guess that's been a trend for the whole week. My YouTube channel is kind of dying on its arse a little bit at the minute. I'm down, I don't know if you remember, I was on 1115 or 16 once upon a time. And at the minute I think I'm down to 1105 or 6. I'm losing 2 or 3 subscribers a day every day. I guess I'm just not for everybody. I'm just not for everybody. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, into Monday. And I do a video. And, yeah, no monetization. I accidentally, don't know if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I did a new intro titles, like a title sequence, with a good drum beat, a good bass line, and each drum beat I had a change of imagery, a change of the images, thumbnails from previous videos. But the piece of software that I use has an audio library, but it got copyright claimed, even though it was from the library that I was using that came with the software. So I had to go off and find an alternate bit of audio from the YouTube library, which was like guaranteed not to get copyright claimed. But I couldn't match I couldn't get the beat right, or at least not as good. Now I accidentally released a video using the old, using the previous copyright claimed audio track. Yeah, that wasn't any fun. But I still had everything open in the video editing software, so I was able to just delete the audio track and go and get the other, the newer opening titles that didn't cause a problem. But it's a trauma when you release a video and it gets copyright claimed, and you're worried you're going to get a copyright strike, or you only get 3 strikes and then you're out. Fortunately, they claimed the copyright, but didn't do anything further, and I just deleted the video and re-uploaded. But I have to then edit, re-enter all of the text, all of the blurb, all of the meta tags, and yeah. So this was my Monday morning. This was my battle. Now here's the thing. I realised that last month I made €1.39. I know. Good, isn't it? €1.39. So I logged into YouTube Studio, as it's called, the back end of YouTube for creators. I logged in via a web browser on my phone rather than just doing it in the app. And I saw that monetization was turned off. So last month I'd made €1.39 with monetization turned off. So I went back in and turned it on for everything, just on. Don't know how that happened. Don't know how I made the money while it was off. No idea. But this time I turned it on and thought, yeah, maybe we can make and at the minute I'm making about 10 cents per day. Something like that. It varies depending on whether I've released a video that day or not. But yeah, this was my Monday. Now, Pepe. Do you remember Pepe? Pepe, you remember when you remember the guy, the Spanish guy that's at the other side of the field? He's not in the field, he's at the back end, he's at the other side on the cliff tops almost, with his dog Viva. Well, Pepe came around and he asked me if I had any shampoo. And I said no, but I said I thought I had some liquid soap. And then I looked and I didn't. Because I did have. But you remember Joby, the English guy that was in the field here a while ago? Joby left some stuff, some of which was liquid soap, that I had. And then he came back and like reclaimed his possessions. Hey Joby, you out there, pal? Let me know you're alright. So I thought I still had this liquid soap. I didn't have shampoo, but I thought I had liquid soap. But I didn't. Joby had taken it away again. But I had an extra bar of. I've got some Imperial leather, proper real soap. My friend Karen brought me a few bars from the UK. I got proper real soap, but I got this old bar of something and nothing, some old crappy soap. So I told Pepe that yeah, I'd got a bar of soap that he could have. But I'm getting a little sick. Tina, no. Hey, Tina, no. Tina. So here's the thing, guys. Pepe works. Most days, Pepe's off earning. So he's off getting, what, 5, 6, 8 euros an hour for 5, 6, 10 hours a day, whatever. And yet he's coming to me for water, for soap. What was it last time? Whoa, I got a cicada. Look at this thing. Whoa, get out of here, you little fuck. Really? The fuck? I got a cicada just landed right in my fucking drink. Oh, now I've thrown wine all over my screen. It's like it's a cross between a beetle and a fly. Can you hear the background? You hear the buzzing? All that noise will be one cicada. It's like a herd's not the right word. What do you call it? A collection of crickets. when you've got a lot of crickets chirping and you get that, but cicadas can do that, just one of them on their own will make that noise. All that noise you hear there is one, maybe two cicadas. But I just had one fly right in here, into my drink, and land. Weird. Weird. It just flew, hovered, went in, and then just landed and kind of drowned in the drink. I think it's on the ground. I can just see it moving. I just about saved it. It's just about alive. Yeah. And now I've got to decide whether I can drink my drink or not. What do you know? I can't. I don't know. Hey, Susan. Yeah, of course I can drink my drink. Beggars can't be boozers. Or beggars can't be choosers. That was the most fantastic spoonerism ever. When Keith Chegwin died, beggars can't be boozers. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh my God. That was the most fantastic spoonerism ever. Sound went muffled. Listen, my screen is, I'm only seeing half a picture here. I don't even know, this whole landscape portrait calamity. I probably should have ended the stream and started again. But join me on Tuesday evening. We're doing a special all about Tina. It's going to be a Tina special. How I got Tina, where I got Tina, why I got Tina. Why is a guy that's more into cats than dogs the owner of a dog? And such a fantastic dog. Look at that. Can you see that? Hey babe. Treat. So see what I can do for you. Oh shit, I took them out. They're not there. Oh babe, I'm sorry. No, no treats. I'm sorry. They're inside the tent. Sorry folks. I had treats in the left pocket here and I took them out last night. I forgot. So I just told her I had treats and she's come to me, but I don't have treats. Sorry babe, I misled you. It was an accident. I did it my own purpose. Daddy will look after you later, okay? I'll look after you later. Treats for Tina later. Just not now, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I lied accidentally, not deliberately. Okay folks, where are we? Pepe coming over asking for soap and shampoo. Oh, get this. Pepe's dog, Viva, 3 o'clock in the morning, howling like shit. He's left her alone, he's gone out. He's not there, he's away. He's washed his hair or whatever it was he came over to me for with the soap and the shampoo. Stop it. But then he's gone out. And he's left his dog. When he leaves her alone, he leaves her alone all day long, most days, and she howls and whines. And then he's gone and done it again at night. And she's howling. 3 o'clock in the morning. Ow, ow, ow! Like really going for it. Now, it's not for me to tell someone else how to treat their dog or what to do. But my big worry is that somebody's going to report to the police, hey, this homeless guy living in a tent has got a dog and it's howling lots. And when they arrive, they're going to stop at the first homeless guy they see. They're not going to carry on back there to where the howling's happening. They're going to stop here to the first homeless guy they see. They're gonna come and give me shit, aren't they? No, 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 Tina, no. So we'll come back to this, like, because Viva comes back to me later in the week. Stick around. That's not the end of Viva. But I'm getting to the point where I'm not happy with Pepe. And it's time maybe I said something to him about how much I'm not happy. Okay, so dog's barking at 3 a.m. 5 a.m. Tina wants to go for a dog walk. Obviously. Ovviamente. Chica mia. Eh? My girl. If she can be, she will be. So we go for an early morning walk. She's licking my face and letting me know that, you know, you got to get up and take me out. You got to do these things. So this is the day where I make a list of the videos that have done well in August, the videos that I've had that have been viewed a lot. So I make the list, but I don't release it all at once. I'm gonna release this in the coming days. And again at noon, she lets me know she needs another dog walk. And we're just in the tent trying to stay not too hot. This is one of those days that looks like it's going to be raining. It's been pretty much cloudy all week until today. Every day's been cloudy. In fact, this morning was cloudy. But Tuesday was not just cloudy. Tuesday looked like there was rain in the air. Not just cloudy, but it looked rainy. The weather app said no thunderstorms. So what do you think happened? If I look out and it looks like cloudy and thunderstormy, and the weather app says no thunderstorms, then obviously we're going to have a fucking thunderstorm, yeah? Oh yeah. We got a thunderstorm in the night. We got a thunderstorm. Now bearing in mind, my door's broken. It's actually just become even more broken today. Until now, I've been with the pliers. So you got the midpoint of a zip, and I've been pressing on one side and the other and trying to close it down and make it so that the mechanism makes the teeth interlock. The runner through the middle. Press each side of it. But if you press one side down, you're lifting the other side up. You need to press kind of both sides at once, probably. It's a little bit awkward. Now today, the runner just came out entirely. It came off one side entirely. It's no longer running in between. I'm going to have to maybe get a knife or some needle nose pliers or something and open it up, hook it back over the teeth, and then press it back down. But on Tuesday, it looked like it should still work. I was trying to make it work, and it just wasn't. So I ran it halfway along. You know, it's still holding at that point. It's still holding the two halves together, at least where the mechanism is. They're not interlocking, but they're held together where the runner actually is. So if I could run that to the top left or top right, depending which side you're looking at, from inside or out. Yeah, and then I closed the wire mesh inside the fly screen, the mosquito net inside. So the water comes off the roof, runs down. Some comes inside, but it hits the mesh and runs out. Tried to make it work as best I could. Can you hear me at the minute? I don't know what, there's nothing else I can do. I'm as close as I can get to the phone. Yes or no? Can you hear or not? I don't know, guys. I can only do what I can do. I'll try and speak up. But if the phone's gone weird and it's not me, it's not what I can do. Bloody YouTube and Google. I've got no idea. So anyway, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we had thunderstorms here at the camp. Here at the tramp camp. Wednesday morning, another rain shower first thing, or fairly early. Rain shower. And yeah, that delayed the dog walk. It was like 8 or 9 before I could take the dog out for a morning walkies. Instead of being like 5 or 6. We had to go late. Tina, stop. You're all wrapped up in your lead. See if you can see this. See the pink lead wrapped around her leg. Her back right leg. It's all caught up in the lead. That's my Tina girl. That's my Tina girl. If she can find a way to be all trapped and tangled, she'll do it. It's how she is. So, okay guys, Wednesday morning, and I'm off and I'm on the cliff top, and this is, I do a little video. I only did the one video so far this week, I think. It was just a little piece to camera. Happy morning, here's me, here's Tina. Nice morning, look at the sunshine, bit of seaside. Not a lot to it. This is why I haven't really done anything this week, video wise. There's not, I don't know if you believe this, but my life's not that exciting. I am a tramp, I live in a field, I've got a fairly big tent for now. It's going to start falling apart any minute soon. This tent is now 5 or so months old, 5 or 6 months old, and it's been in the Spanish sun, in the ultraviolet. The tent's going to start falling apart. We're going to get rips and tears. The first time we get some bad winds, it's going to start breaking. You can feel it at this end. Let me show you. At this end. Oh, look at, okay. Here we go. You see the flap there that's all torn and held together with a bit of tape? That is so brittle and fragile compared to how the fabric was originally. All the fabric at this end of the tent, this is south facing. You're looking at the south end of the tent. It's all so brittle. Karen's husband, when he was here, he had a feel, because he helped me, we put the tent up, me, Karen, her husband, and a couple of other people. Joby was here as well, yeah. And he had a feel of the fabric at this end, and then he walked around the other end, and he felt the fabric at the other end. And the difference, he said, in the two fabrics, in the fabric this end and the fabric that end. Because this is being in the ultraviolet, exposed directly to the sun all day, every day. And that part is shaded for 2/3 of the day. But my roof, it's going to go. If you remember my last tent was a different design and split end to end. I had a 4-metre rip, 4 metre long and 1 metre wide. And I carried on living in that tent for 7 or 8 months after it ripped, with a tarp over the top. I'm going to have to do the same here. I've got a couple of tarps, and one of them's particularly large. But I didn't want to put it on. If I put it on now, it's like bright blue. It's gonna, I'd have the police knocking at my door the same day I put the tarp out. It just sticks out. It's just like, fuck off, bright blue. And what I need to do is put it on the ground for a couple of weeks and let it fade a little bit in the sun first. But I've got neighbours here who would call the police if I pegged out a tarp on the floor 7 metres by 4 metres. If I pegged that out, they'd be calling the police, telling them that I'm, you know, pegging out a second tent or something. I don't have to do much to get the attention of the authorities here. They've been, bearing in mind, I've been here nearly 2 years. October the 10th is the date to mark. That will be 2 years in this specific field. August the 14th, which has just been and gone a couple of weeks ago, isn't it? 3 weeks ago, maybe. That was when I became homeless. But October the 10th was when I was moved on from the park after being in the park for 2 months, and I moved down here. Russell, I've been trying to contact. Every time you offer me a beer, I say yes, and you don't see it because I'm responding after the fact. Yes, my friend, send me an email, deltamiketorrevieja@gmail.com. Let's connect that way. Then I can drop you a pin on a map, and you can come and find me if that's what you want to do. I'm always open to a beer, my friend. I'm not avoiding you, honestly. You seem to be having some difficulty kind of catching me, and I think the last time I didn't even see your message because of the contrast, the sun on the screen. Delta Mike Torrevieja@gmail.com. It's listed in all of the. Do I need visas? Oh mate, we'll discuss all that. My needs are many. I'm entirely illegal at the minute. I made a decision 8 years ago, and I've been rolling with the repercussions ever since. Email me, my friend. Yeah, do I need email? Do I need visas? Visas, NIEs, TIEs, whatever they're called nowadays. Yeah, yeah. I'm in a predicament. Now, the Spanish authorities have been on to me. If you were here a while ago, the man from the government came to help. Bastard got me arrested and cost me €450. I haven't paid a single penny of it so far, so that's going to come back to bite me on the ass soon. Thanks, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. I'll do the same for you someday. When you're up for re-election. Oh yeah. You made an enemy that day, my pal. You made an enemy. I'll bide my time. I'll bide my time. Okay, folks, where are we? We've only got, I think we're on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning we had a late start to the day because we had a rain shower, and then I was on the cliff tops and I did a video. And this is where I saw my friend Patrick from a few weeks ago that brought me the water. And I wasn't sure it was him at first. I am really, really bad with faces. if I meet you, I could sit and we could have a fantastic conversation for 4 or 5 hours one day. And the next day I wouldn't know you from fucking Adam. Or Eve if you're of the dress wearing persuasion. I wouldn't know the fuck. I am so bad with faces to begin with. Until I've met you somewhere between 3 and 6 times. I'm terrible. Terrible. I got to meet you a few times before I would recognize you. Hey Tina. 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 Stop. Yeah, stop. So yeah. Patrick, the Hungarian that brought me the water 3 weeks ago. But I've met him a couple of times now. He's there again today. Like I said, I think he's homeless. I think he needs. It looks like he's in a car and he's got money, but he's homeless to some extent or to some degree. So I'm trying to explain to him, I'm here for him, for whatever he needs. I'm. Don't tell anybody. I've got a gas bottle on a burner. I can cook. I've got electricity with my solar panel and bits and pieces. And my slow cooker and cool bolts and I got some resources nowadays. I'm not as little and lost and lonely as once I was. Thank you, Linda. I've been unable to kind of thank Linda properly because I can't show you what she gave me. I'm not allowed to have it. Thank you. Okay, folks, Wednesday. I'm pushing out this list of these videos that have done well in the previous month. Tina, stop it now. So yeah, this is where I redo a video and push out the amended version. And also Wednesday, this is when my friend Tom called around. Tom, he's back in Ireland now, but he called around on his last full day. He came around on the Wednesday, he was going home on the Thursday. And he brought the bag of the remnants, the contents of his cupboards that he wasn't going to be using. But guys, he gave me a €50 note. 50. Thank you, Tom. I intended to put up more of a fight than I did, but I was unable. I'm sorry, mate. I should have argued more strongly. I should have said no. I couldn't. In my circumstances, I couldn't say no. I couldn't. Tom, thank you. Catch you next time, mate. So having received some cash, off I went shopping. Why wouldn't you? I got leeks and celery and a couple of bits and pieces for. I've got onions already, but I got leeks, celery. Oh, spicy peppers, spicy red peppers. Yeah. I haven't used them yet. They've been sat there about 4 days already. Is it 5 days now? 4 or 5 days. I got some cooking to do. I need to get on with it. But cheers, Tom. Thank you. Okay, guys, into Thursday, 6 a.m. dog walk, which is becoming a trope by now. It's becoming a standard. It's not meant to be. I try and walk somewhere between 10 o'clock and midnight every night, so there's no rush in the morning. We're supposed to be able to leave it while more or less dinner time or something, you know? She should be able to do 12 hours, 15 hours. At a push, she can do 18 hours in between, historically. Just not anymore. Maybe it's part of the decline that I'm seeing, like with her back legs. I don't know if it's part of that or it's. I don't know. I don't know. I think it is because it's new. 6 or 8 hours now, and then she wants to go. So yeah, there we are. 6 o'clock. Well, 6:30. We do a long walk. We go across the cliffs and around, and it's quite the walk for her bad legs at the minute. Tina, Tina, Tina. Hey, stop it. She'll just scrat and scrat and scrat. She'll just do it continuously if I don't stop her. You'll hurt yourself. Stop it. Okay. So this is where I'm doing my top 5 videos. So previously I've done, I think I did top 3 videos by views. And now I do a top 5 videos in August by the number of hours, the total number of watch hours during August. So I do a top 5. But I do an honourable mention. I do one that's got nothing to do with August's videos. It's from a year ago. But it was the 10th most viewed video in terms of watch hours, despite being from a year ago. TrampCast 001. My first ever TrampCast, my first ever live stream, was one of my most viewed videos last month. So I included it in this month's kind of countdown that I did. Like I said, it was like an honourable mention. I'm still thinking of trying to do a condensed version. I haven't watched it myself in maybe 5 or 6 months. I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to see whether I can't do a condensed version, whether I can't clip it and make a... If I can make a half-hour version of that whole video, it's 2.5 hours, I think. But if I can make a half-hour version, condensed, just the main points, that might be worthwhile. That might be worthwhile. We'll see. We'll see whether I can do that before Tuesday. Like I said, that was the anniversary. Now, this is a big deal for me, guys. So, from when I started the channel to being able to do a live stream, YouTube have rules. You have to have so many subscribers, and you have to have there are qualifying, kind of rules as to when you can do a live stream. So me being able to do my first live stream, and I set a target for myself of 200 subscribers. And at the time I set the target, I had 85. And I said, like, this time in 2 weeks or whatever it was, I want to have, so I wanted to go from 85 to 200. And we missed. And it was another week before I actually made it. Still quite the achievement to get from 85 to 200 in such a short hop, such a short time period. But it's notable to me. It's notable for the fact that I made this qualifying thing, and I got YouTube on board. I stretched the targets and got extra. But the biggest thing I remember about it is Karen. Meeting Karen. like I've said before, if you're not up to date with the story, subscriber number 34, Karen's husband. And when I did this thing, when I was on 85 subscribers and wanted to get to 200 to do a live stream, and he said to her, "Watch this. This guy's this guy's wanting to get 200 subscribers. And he's wanting to go live." And she watched, and she reached out. She'd never done chat. She'd never done a live stream. She'd never taken part in a live stream and chatted with anyone before. "Tina, I'm going to get angry if you carry on." She'd never chatted before with anyone. She'd never done anything live with a live stream and whatever. So it was all new to her. But she contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm a hairdresser. I can trim your beard." I had this big, if you watch TrampCast-001, you'll see my beard. I'd been cutting it with scissors at the sides and leaving it long in the middle. So it was longer, it was down here, but quite narrow. So I'd got this long, narrow beard. And then I'd got this scraggly hair. And I'd had my hair in a, like a man bun, but the elastic band had melted at one point and gone really bad. And I'd had a bun kind of just fastened back there. And in the end, I'd just grab hold of it, take some scissors and just cut around and cut the whole thing off like Friar Tuck. I'd cut like a bald patch to lift this molten rubber band hair fucking bun off. And then that had been Christmas, and so this was September. So I'd cut this man bun off, and then 9 months later, so it's all grown out again, but it's a fucking mess. And she said, "I'm a hairdresser. I can come out. I can give you a beard trim and a haircut." And I said, "Yes, please. Thank you very much." And 3 days later, she did. 2 days, 3 days later, she did. She came and cut my hair up in the park when me and Tina went and sat in the park. And we've been busy mates ever since. She bought me the tent, guys. I had to force her to let me pay for half. She bought me a 7 metre by 3 metre tent. And I had to force her to let me pay half. And then the solar panel, the cable I needed. I bought the EcoFlow, the solar panel and the cool box she helped me with. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. That's one of the meeting Karen and family. Hi, Christine. That's her mum. Meeting Karen and family. One of the big turning points. It's a biggie. Yeah. Okay, Russell, I'll get back to you shortly, mate. I can't do anything right now, but within an hour of me ending this stream, we'll be in touch. Okay, where am I? I've taken tangents from tangents. I don't even know how I got here. Oh, the garage. Okay, yeah, here's one. This got me. This is on the Thursday. Is it? I'm on the Thursday, aren't I? The dog walk and... Yeah. Top 5 videos. Yeah. So, the garage here. There was a time when I when I slept out in this field. Like, just a bedroll. I didn't even have a shelter over my head. There was no tents. There wasn't even a tarpaulin. for a couple of months. And so the garage opening and closing, the garage with it puts lights on and it floods this field with light. And I just noticed the other day they closed at 9 o'clock. Doesn't sound like anything earth-shattering, does it? But in summer, they close at 11. So for 3 or 4 months of the year, they close at 11. For the rest of the year, they close at 9. And there I was Thursday night, and I poked my head out of the door and realised that the garage was closed 9 o'clock, just after. So yeah, you notice these things. You imagine the underside of the garage has got all these lights. Tina, stop. The underside of the garage has got all these lights. But suddenly it hasn't. 9 o'clock. Tina girl, quiet, quiet. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Come back. Yes, yes. Come on. There's my good girl. You're my good girl. Yeah. Yeah. I got you, girl. I got you. I got you. She's overprotective. She wants to protect the camp. She wants to eat anybody who's walking past. It's okay, babe. It's okay. I've got you. I know your back legs are not there. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, folks. Thursday night, and the garage, the lights have gone off early. Gone off at 9 o'clock. What's this say? Oh yeah, garage, top of street. Yeah. Yeah. So the garage is closed, but the Chino Bazaar behind it is still open, and it's just really noticeable. Okay, Friday morning, 3:30. Tina decides she needs a dog walk. Oh, fuck her. There's no rhyme or reason to it at the minute. There used to be a pattern to these things. Now, she just wants me to walk her at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning or 6 in the morning. It's just random. Now, 3:30 in the morning, and the eco flow is down to 18%. And I got no idea why. My best guess is that I've left the cool box running, and the eco flow's turned off at 20%, and then it's charging phones and little trickle charge to bits and pieces, my lights and phone and what have you, speaker. That's my best guess, because I must have fallen asleep fairly early. Let's say I've fallen asleep at 10 o'clock instead of something stupid. But then I've woken up at whatever time this is, whatever time we're talking about. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever it is. And yeah, I don't know. So she makes me take her for a walk at 3:30. And then she makes me take her for a walk at 6:30. I got no idea why. I don't know who, how, when, where, why. I am but a slave to the monster that is Tina. Hey babe, stop scratching. Stop scratchy scratch. So it's Friday. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the thing, okay. So 6:30 in the morning and the garage lights are on. It's not supposed to open until after 7. I don't know if we've just got a new super keen member of staff, likes to turn up half an hour early. But I told you that the lights from the garage, they have an effect over here, right? They're noticeable. So yeah, so I've got them going off early and I've got them coming on early. Okay, but then there's nothing else till 12:30 Friday afternoon. Uncle Ismo. Let's just shut him. Can I shut him? The phone won't. Really? No, it won't take my click at all. Bastard thing. folks. I want to show you. If I say Uncle Ismo, her ears prick up, she turns around and she stands up. She loves her Uncle Ismo. Does it need a reset to relearn where 20% is? No, I think it's got it on the whole, although I had a problem last week where it went down to 0 and I didn't know what that was about. This time it looks like it actually turned off at 20% and then it was just a trickle drain from USB power for the other things. So I don't think it got anything wrong this time, except I didn't remember having anything actually turned on to take it down to 20%. Could just be me. I could have just got that one wrong. Maybe too much vino. Oh, it's empty. Oh boy, we're gonna have to go. Okay, Friday afternoon and Ismo came around. Now, Uncle Ismo came around and he came with gifts. Ismo, my amigo de Finlandia, my Finnish friend. Tina, stop it. Stop, you're gonna hurt. So I'd been talking to Ismo and he said he was going to Lidl and he'd been talking for a couple of days about how they had a sale on with potatoes. But a friend gave me potatoes last week, so I didn't need any. But I said, hey, I haven't had any Argus, none of the cheap, their own brand beer. I haven't had any Argus for a couple of years. So he brought me a 12-pack. Thank you, Isma. But you left your cool box. You still haven't taken your cool box away, you dumb schmuck. You came here to get your cool box and you left without it. But he took 8 or 9 of my empty water bottles. He's going to fill up from the tap for me, refill. So thank you, Isma. Thank you, Isma. Appreciate you, my friend. Okay, that takes us into Friday night. And if you know anything about me on Friday night tights, I didn't see a fucking minute of it. Not a bastard minute. I have no excuse. I forgot it was Friday. I knew all day long I knew it was Friday. And Ismo came and I knew Ismo was coming and I knew it was Friday. And then we got to Friday night and I just totally forgot it was Friday. I sat here watching other videos and doing other things and chatting with people and I forgot it was Friday. I did not watch Friday Night Tights. Not a minute of it. Not 1 minute. I woke up and Friday Night Tights would still be on. And then it would have transferred over to Rumble for an extra hour for the bonus hour. Did not enter my head to watch 1 minute of it. I'm going to download it tonight, maybe, and watch it. But it came and it went. And I got no excuses. It's not like I need an excuse. I don't have to apologise to Gary Nerderotic for not watching it. But I just... It came and it went. And I just never thought. Sorry. So yeah, that was weird. Maybe it was the 12 beers that Ismo brought. Maybe. I don't know. Guys. I don't know. Okay, 4 o'clock in the morning. Tina starts licking my face and telling me that she needs to go outside. So we do the Tina thing, 4 in the morning. And I'm happy to do it at 4 in the morning. It's nice, it's cool, and I know I'm not going to have to get up again and out again before midday or thereabouts. So I'm happy to go out at 4 in the morning. I take my doggy out. But I poke my head outside the door and I see something and I'm a little bit taken aback. Whoa! something, there are a pair of eyes looking at me. Something's laying in the grass here, just staring at me. And I realise after a couple of minutes it's a dog. I'm like, it's quite sizable. It's a German Shepherd sized dog, bigger than my dog. It's a big dog. It's just staring at me. It's just laying there, and it's been there probably a while. Maybe an hour sat outside. I think Tina had barked maybe an hour earlier, and I told her to shut the hell up and just calm down. But there's a dog, and it's in the dark, and I've got my head torn, and I click it on. It takes me a while to size it up, and I realise it's Viva. It's the dog from the Spanish guy on the other side of the field, the guy on the cliff top. I used to look after Viva before I got arrested. I used to look after Viva. So she's nice, and she's calm, and she knows me, and Tina's a little bit 50-50. But I think they're kind of okay now. But yeah, I've got these eyes looking at me from in the field. And I pour her some water. I put some extra water out, and I put some extra food. I get some food and put the food in Tina's bowl. And of course, Tina's not keen on another dog eating food out of her bowl. She's a dog. Why would she be? She's not. She's not predisposed to letting other people or other things eat out of her dog bowl. But I'm guessing that Milado isn't exactly. Is there a polite way of putting this? I don't think there is. Tina! Sorry folks, don't mean to shout at me. But she's got a cloud of dust rising at me as she scratches away herself. But I don't think there's a polite way of putting it. I don't think Milado's feeding her enough. And he's leaving her on her own too much. And she's coming here in the middle of the night for food and water. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not keen on him coming here asking me for water and for soap and for food. Was it dog food a couple of weeks ago? I gave him 3 or 4 days worth of dog food. This guy's earning money. This guy's working. I'm not allowed. And yet I'm subsidising him and his dog. He's never given me anything. I looked after his dog for 3 weeks while he went to work every day. And he never offered me a penny. I don't know. Okay, into Saturday morning. So I told you, we're Saturday morning, the dog's outside. I realise it's Viva. Tina's not happy about Viva eating from Tina's dog food. But after a while, Viva disappears off into the night. I offered her in. I brought her into the tent, but I left the door open so she could go when she was ready. And after a while, she disappeared into the night. Saturday was a quiet day. Mid-afternoon, I finished the beer that Ismo had brought the day before. 12 cans doesn't go very far. Doesn't go as far as it should. And this is when my friend Adela came around. I haven't seen Adela for a couple of weeks. We've chatted a couple of times online, Messenger. But Adela came around and she brought me a burger. She's been promising me a burger for a couple of weeks now. She came around and brought me a burger. And she brought me a nectarine and a banana. and a drink, a fruit drink. So thank you, Adela. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. I'm sure you know. Now I've told you that Adela is coping with a situation at the minute. Her mum has Alzheimer's. Now this is where Big Clive, that I watched on Saturday night. Big Clive went through this a while back with his mum, him and his brother and his mum. Um, yeah, he famously he tells it he took his mum on like a like a farewell holiday. They went to Las Vegas and to Australia. Took his mum, him and his brother took his mum on a holiday. And it's funny how not everyone's as sympathetic as you think. Um, he stood outside a casino, and his mum needs a loo, and he says to the bouncers, the doorman, can I take my mum to the loo? And they say no, and give him a real hard time. Um, and he documents all this. He's documented all this in a video, and I pass this on to Adela because I've watched the video, and it's to me, who's not involved, to someone who's not invested, I think it's a tremendous, like a real world documentary of what it's like to be coping with someone in that situation. Some of the things that she did, the second childhood, as it were. Um, and I don't know where Adela and her mum are on this journey, but I don't know. I forewarned is forearmed. I don't know. You know. I watched the video, and I think it's a beautiful video. It really got me. Now I've no idea whether that means the same to Adela or not, but I hope it does. I hope it's a useful video. I hope it proves useful. I mean, all you can do, you signpost people to a video, and maybe it works for them, maybe it doesn't, maybe it has some value, maybe not. I don't know. Hope so. So cheers, Adela, and thank you for the food. And thank you, Big Clive, for producing the video and documenting your journey and your mum's journey. And so, guys, we go to Saturday night, and Big Clive Live, which is now over on. It's not on YouTube anymore. I can't remember. Twitch. Is it Twitch? I think it's called Twitch, the platform that he's on with that. So we have an hour and a half or thereabouts of that, and then it's back over to YouTube and to Scruff Dog. And a most enjoyable evening, Scruff. I don't think I've seen you here today, but he's usually here, he's often here. He'll be, by now, he'll be doing he's got a gaming stream. It's a post-apocalyptic, they seem to spend most of the time in the shop buying and selling shit. It's a bit of a strange post-apocalyptic game to my way of thinking, but if you want to do a post-apocalyptic game where you go shopping a lot, how about it? It's not really for me. I might pop in and say hello in an hour or so. But yeah, that's my week, guys. That's my week. Upcoming Tuesday, the anniversary of the first TrampCast. TrampCast 001. And I'm going to celebrate by doing a show about Tina. If you have questions about me and Tina, where did I get Tina? How did I get Tina? How does a guy who's more into cats end up with a dog? How do you end up so in love? Hey babe. Yeah. Any questions you want answering about me and Tina? Like I said, I think she's on her way out. This thing with her back legs, I think it's a degenerative neurological disease. It used to be really difficult to find her tickle spot under the belly. All dogs have got one. There's a point if you can find the right place and tickle, and the leg will go. But it's usually really difficult to find, and it used to be really difficult to find. Now you tickle anywhere, and the legs go. Which means that signals are getting cross-connected and intertwined. It's cute, but it's not a good thing. It's probably a bad sign overall. I think she's on her way out. I think. I hope not, but I think. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that's my plan to celebrate Tuesday, to celebrate Tina and answer all those questions. And also, when I first met Karen, I'm gonna mark that as well. That's got to make an appearance in there somewhere. Because I can't tell you what a big part of this last year she's been. Half a dozen haircuts, the tent. When the last tent, God, have you ever watched the video where I took the old tent down? I dismantled my bed and the tent collapsed. My bed was all that was holding the tent up. Yeah, that. But she bought me the new tent. Not only bought it and brought it and helped me put it up. Hey Karen. Thank you. And Christy. And the rest of the family that I'm not going to name because you asked me not to. But thank you all. I love you all. Okay, folks. I think we're done. I'm going to let you go. If I can. Here we go. From Tina. And from me, Delta Mike. Out.